What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Salami squad around the world? The meat pack is in the building. It is your boy Mike Rogers. We got Mike Richman in the cut, and we are here to go on the block with the meat pack because we got some NBA playoffs to talk about. I got some good series going on, some good series finishing off, and a lot more playoff basketball to be played. So we're going to break down what's going on right now in the Eastern and Western Conference playoffs. We're going to start right now with the Phoenix Suns getting a on over the Denver Nuggets, which I don't think anybody saw it all coming. Round one, them beating the Lakers 4-2 was surprising as it is. But then for Phoenix to keep rolling and come out and get the sweep over Denver, who is a really good basketball team to me, is crazy. But I think it's time, I got to stop blaming the other teams for playing bad. The Phoenix Suns is a good basketball team. It's a really good basketball team. Chris Paul's leadership has been insane. He's been putting this team on his back. Devin Booker is turning into a superstar. DeAndre Ayton is turning himself into a really good five. Mikal Bridges is lighting things up. Just playing as a really, really solid team. Obviously, Chris Paul in the factor. You know what I'm saying? He can cement his Hall of Fame legacy here if they fuck around and go on to do something. I do know if the Jazz Clippers series were to end after this next game, he is going to be out for a couple days due to some COVID protocol. So, we'll see how that affects things if that is the case, if he does have to miss a game. But the Suns winning that, man. They're on a roll. This might be the fairy tale. This might be the Miami Heat of last year, you know what I'm saying, in the East. This might be a team that just surprises everybody, man. I'd like to see Chris Paul get to the finals and potentially win himself one.
I agree. Everything you just said. A lot of people, haters, like to say, blame it on injury versus the Lakers as well as the Nuggets here with lots of bodies going down in both these series. But the Suns are just good, bro. It's a solid team, solid squad. Like you said, CP3 has just been able to elevate them to the next level this entire year as well as in this postseason. So they're juiced right now, obviously. Going to have to face either Utah Jazz or LA Clippers, which we're going to get into next. But either way, that's going to be a tough series to get into the finals. Just this season already, if it were to end right now, the Suns are incredible. I would have never thought this is where they'd end up.
No, I definitely expected them to be good, make the playoffs, especially after the bubble run they went on. But, to be in the Western Conference Finals, I don't think anybody saw that coming. If you would have placed the odds on that,
sweep versus the MVP.
In a sweep against, a really good team who does have the MVP and Joker. But fun series to watch, man. Phoenix Suns are fun to watch. So look forward to seeing who they play out of this next series coming up. The Utah Jazz and the LA Clippers. Clippers lead this series 3-2 right now. And here's the thing. I know the Jazz kind of came out hot and whatnot. In this last game, Kawhi Leonard missed, and I thought there's no way they can win this game. And I'm not going to lie, playoff Pete kind of showed himself a little playoff Pete action, man. He kind of came out and played phenomenal, put this team over the edge. And, here's my thing with the Clippers. If they get past this, or let's say the Jazz come out and tie this up 3-3, we go to a game 7 and the Clippers win and they got to go meet Phoenix. Clippers, that would be 2 series, man, where they went through wars. They went through 2 real hard-fought series. Obviously, the Dallas series was crazy. Kawhi was playing out of his mind. And then, potentially go to another Game 7 here against the Jazz. The Jazz are no team that's no easy walk either. So, I don't know what a Phoenix Suns LA Clippers series would look like. I do think the Clippers can go ahead and close this thing out, with this next game, this Game 6. But I can't count out the Jazz. If Kawhi Leonard's still going to be out, can Paul George do that 2 games in a row? I'm not sure, but
I still like the Jazz coming out of this series alive. I'm not going to lie. I think they're going to push it to the Game 7. It's just going to come down to that night. We do have a Clippers home game here coming on tomorrow at 10 p.m. But like you said, either way, the Suns are obviously going to get lots of rest versus, either of these teams is literally going to get out of a war and just have to go play some fresh legs. So it's going to be an issue those first couple games there. But, Clippers, Jazz, Clippers are legit. Jazz are legit. It's just any given night. And I don't know who's going to do it. I'm just sticking with the Jazz right now, bro. I think they get it done.
We get a Phoenix Suns, Utah Jazz, Western Conference Finals. That would be awesome to see. That'd be, I think, really good for basketball. Not for a marketing standpoint per se, but as a genuine basketball
See
fan.
some fucking different teams in the gaff.
Yeah, I mean, that's always great, you know what I'm saying? But, definitely teams that aren't LA and Boston and stuff like that, it's fun to see these smaller market teams go ahead and get themselves in a spot like this. So hyped to see what's going on there. But we're going to go ahead and move things on over to the Eastern. We got series going on right now with the Atlanta Hawks and the Philadelphia 76ers. And let me be honest here with you, brother. I know it's your squad, but we're seeing this is some typical 76ers things right here.
Bro, they got me hot right now. This is
Doc Rivers in a nutshell, you know what I'm saying? They were up like 85 to like 58 at one point, brother. Then this fourth quarter comes in, dude. The Atlanta Hawks outscore them like 48-20. And I mean, one thing I'm riding right now. This man Trae Young's playing out of his mind. This dude's going Kobe on him right now.
Sure.
Rip up. I mean, this dude's going Mamba mentality. And I mean, to me, I've been saying this all year. Run back the tape. They can go to a game 7. Philadelphia can still win this series, man. But I'm just telling you, this is what they've been doing for a couple of years now. Doc Rivers, local choke artist. Ben Simmons, bro, is like, I'm off the Ben Simmons wave. I know how great he is. I know he's a great playmaker. I know he's a great defender. But this brother can't shoot. He scored 8 points in like 40-some minutes. Joel Embiid played out of his mind. Tobias Harris only had 2 points. I mean, the fuck's going on, bro? That, by hands down, is a better team than the Atlanta Hawks. But
I 100% agree with you, and it's been the same problem all year. Embiid goes off, and then it's got to just be someone else. We've seen games where it's been Tobias Harris, it's been Shake Milton, it's been Seth Curry in this last game versus the Hawks, dropped over 30 points, playoff high for him. Some games it's been Ben Simmons, but there's never been a consistent, second top scorer like that. And then you add on top of that all these missed free throws. I mean, this team's beating themselves. This is their series to lose, and they're choking it. I was out doing some shit, came back last night to watch the end of this game. They were up 24 points, 7 minutes left in the third, lost the game by 3 points, had all the chances in the world. I don't even know what to say anymore, bro. It just got me hot. I still have faith. I really do think they win this series. But they are just choking it, bro. I don't think the Hawks are beating them. They're losing these games. You know what I'm saying? Got me hot.
No, I definitely get what you're saying. And to me, this goes back to what I just said about the Western Conference Finals. It'd low-key be kind of cool to see Atlanta Hawks, get put in a position. Maybe they could make some noise.
Much rather.
This is definitely just a prize out of the East, the Atlanta Hawks. I don't know if anybody saw this coming, to be 3-2 in the second round of the playoffs over Philadelphia 76ers. But hey man, this is just, if this doesn't work, if this fails, I think Doc is gone, bro. You gotta change it up in Philly, bro. I
don't think it's Doc. I don't think Doc's gone.
Maybe not, but you gotta break some shit up in Philly, bro. I'm looking at either like we're moving Embiid.
No, I hear what you're saying. I completely agree, but I do think it'll be roster changes, not personnel changes like that. I mean, we just got over that Brent Brown stint. Finally got Doc Rivers. Obviously, he's got his issues, but big improvement there. I do think they go to blow up the team a little bit here, but hopefully they win a championship. We don't got to worry about none of that.
Definitely not going to happen. Feel you though. So we're going to go on to the last series we got here in the Eastern Conference as the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn is up 3-2. Two things about this game.
Okay.
Another one, all-time choke job by Milwaukee Bucks in this game. And the other thing is all-time performance from this man Kevin Durant in this game. I know leading up to this, Kyrie was down. I know James Harden played. James Harden had an awful performance last night. Dude's walking on one leg out there. But the pressure is on KD's shoulders. Everyone, this whole LeBron thing where it's like, LeBron's been asked to do this because Kevin Durant, I mean, this was his time to prove like, I'm potentially the best player on the planet right now. And the man low-key did the damn thing. First player ever to have a 45, 15, and 10 stat line in a playoff game like that. And, I mean, just put the team on his back. I mean, there's so many concerns about, KD being able to lead a team as far as being a playmaker. He's never been asked to do that before in his career, you know what I'm saying? And, I mean, we're looking now all-time. Kevin Durant might be the most efficient scorer we've ever seen. I mean, what he have 49 on like 20 shots, maybe something like that. Just an absolute insane efficiently. Dude can shoot from everywhere. His handles the dude's 7 foot tall and can probably handle the ball better than anyone ever at that size. So I mean, Kevin Durant showed up. My problem is the Bucks here. You know what I'm saying? Two problems I'm seeing with the Bucks is they're shooting way too many threes. The Milwaukee Bucks this whole series through 5 games is murdering Brooklyn in the paint, and they're just shying away from that. If Milwaukee Bucks are playing their game how they play, Brooklyn cannot touch them in the paint with the inside presence. And that's what I said. That's why I like Milwaukee to initially go ahead and do this thing, because I don't know too many teams that can fuck with them down there in the paint on the block like that between Lopez and Giannis. But they're sitting here jacking up all these threes, have this lead, and just kind of blow the damn thing. This was their game to win.
Yeah.
My only other problem with this game 5 is you have a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year in Giannis Antetokounmpo that is not guarding Kevin Durant.
That's a big point I wanted to make right there. You got this man PJ Tucker out there on KD. And we're just gonna leave it at that. What are you doing? What are you thinking?
I mean, listen, PJ Tucker's a phenomenal defender. He gets up in and under you, but we're talking 2-time defense. We're talking about the best player for this team against the best player.
No, for real. And that's just what it's got to come down to, you know. And you know, KD's had this flack on him his entire career. He's had the cupcake thing with the Golden State, all the hate there. Now he's in Brooklyn, all the bouncing around, all the hate, but hands down, at the end of the day, he's one of the greatest players to ever play in the NBA, and that's just facts. He's up there, bro.
Probably top 12, probably something like that. So that was an awesome.
He's in there.
We're going to be talking about that game 5. You know, especially if Brooklyn wins the thing. We're going to be talking about that for a long time, man. That was a lot that was being asked to Kevin Durant. You know.
Well, this Brooklyn team's going to get healthy too at the right time. Just wait. I mean, they're ready to go for this thing. I think it really might happen for them.
Yeah, too. Especially, I mean, if you know, lo and behold, Atlanta wins that series against Philly, there's no
Atlanta versus the Nets.
There's no shot. That's a clean sweep. And I mean, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's the Clippers, you know what I'm saying? I think Brooklyn's low key going to have this thing in the bag, especially with, like you said, with the team being healthy. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be fun to watch. See Kevin get his 3rd one, Kyrie get 2, and you know, James Harden finally get a ring. And you know, like I said, all that hate and super team stuff at the end of the day, I mean, makes a little bit of sense. It's not all the way false, but you know what I'm saying? That's just how you win basketball games now. You know what I'm saying? You got to stack the deck a little bit. Big shout out Kevin Durant, though. Huge performance. KD, man, that's just phenomenal. So definitely looking forward to watching how the rest of these playoffs unfold. It's been really good so far. It's going to keep being good. And, you know, we'll see what's around the corner with these series. That being said, though, to Meat Pack, thanks for watching. But get the fuck